I bought these shoes online. I got them today. I ordered the right size, but they sent me a size that was way much smaller.
Whoops.
And you know what the first thing I did when I looked at those shoes? I said, what did you make these shoes for? Ads?
You know what my go-to comment along those lines is? Oh, what are these? Oshkosh bagosh?
Let the show begin with your hosts, MJ and Nath.
Hey, welcome to the Pulp Culture Podcast, your weekly dose of all things pop culture, freshly squeezed for you. I'm Nath.
And I am MJ.
And guess what? Happy Lucky 13. Well, it's unlucky for some, but it's lucky for us.
Oh, yes. Yep.
And it's lucky for you, the listener, and also for those that we'll be chatting about tonight, because it's our Aussie Special.
Sure is.
So, Aussie, oi, oi, oi.
Don't know about that, but you do you, Nath.
Don't worry, I will. We're gonna mix things up a little bit tonight. We will sort of bring you the zest with some news, because we know that you want to, be kept informed about things that are interesting pop culture wise.
We would explode if we didn't talk about some of this stuff.
Well, I think we would lose listeners if we didn't talk about some of this stuff as well.
There's that too, but we've got to talk about some of it.
But before we get into the zest, I wanted to go straight to the bag. So here's one I'm just going to drop on you without you even really thinking too much about it.
That's really nice of you.
That's what I specialise in.
Yeah, being a nice boy. Go on.
With regards to episode 13, listener Andrew dropped me a question today, which had me thinking a little bit, and I wanted to ask you the same thing. Okay. And is, what movie franchises have had 13 or more movies as part of it?
First of all, what up, Andrew? Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Well, Star Wars.
Star Wars, 13 movies?
It's got to be.
Well, it's succinctly, right? Same characters. Would you say Star Wars is a 13?
Well, hang on. So your same characters.
Because you could say Marvel Cinematic Universe has had more than 13 movies,
yeah,
right?
I don't know why I didn't say that first, but right.
Yeah. I'm thinking, so I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Godzilla has had 30 plus, 35.
All starring the same
charismatic,
yeah, giant lizard
with beautiful pearly white teeth.
Yeah,
right.
It's gorgeous.
So that's kind of the example, right?
Well, so Godzilla would have 13.
Godzilla has 35-ish or more.
So what we're saying is that, say, Star Wars wouldn't count because it's not like Han, Luke, and Leia every movie.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
But if you had R2-D2 and C-3PO in every single one of those movies,
which you almost do,
right? You could say that there's 13.
Yeah,
because they've got a succinct character in it all the way through.
I can't remember. Did they get them into Solo? I don't think they did.
I don't think that they popped up in Solo at all.
No, because I know they popped up in Rogue One.
Yes, just briefly.
Okay.
So interesting.
Yeah.
That's an interesting take.
I think I would actually, as much as I love Star Wars and C-3PO and R2-D2, I would discount that because, I mean, brief cameos.
True.
I don't think that counts.
I agree. I think you're right in that respect. I'll give you another one.
Yeah.
James Bond.
James Bond, yes.
James
of course,
Bond,
yeah.
Same character all the way through.
Yep.
Different actors, but same character.
Yep.
I would go down the lines of something like Star Trek.
Yes, although have there been 13 with the same crew?
It's been exactly 13 with the... Well, that's a great question. It's been the franchise is 13, but is it the same crew? Not necessarily, no.
It's not.
Because we've had New Generation...
Yeah, like Next Generation crew.
Sorry.
Picard's crew is not the same as Kirk's crew.
No. But
that's like saying the Avengers are the same as the X-Men. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. Okay,
so no, I don't think that counts.
Okay, so that's out.
Can I suggest something that might throw a spanner in the works?
Okay, spanner away.
Like, I'm an old guy, right?
Yep.
And
I know that.
watched a lot of. Thank you. I've watched a lot of like old Hollywood and stuff.
Yes.
Back in the day, they used to have movie serials.
Oh.
So do they count? Like
a Flash Gordon or a Superman,
Zorro, or even Batman. You know, Batman in the 1940s had a whole bunch of stuff that hasn't aged well, but nonetheless, he had them. So, and because then it's opening it up to what's Charlie Chaplin's character called, the little tramp? Or,
oh yeah. The littlest hobo.
Yeah, or am I just? No, that's not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
No. But am I just throwing a spanner in the
works? No. What about let's go horror. What about Friday the 13th?
Yeah,
same character.
Again, I don't know enough about those to know whether it's
same character. 13
Oh
films.
yeah, because it's the same villain.
It's Jason Voorhees.
Yeah.
So yeah, same character.
Okay.
Halloween, Michael Myers.
Well, how many movies have they had?
13, exactly.
What, each?
Yeah, each of those have had 13 movies.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, they've done some ones like Jason X in space.
I
think he was in space at one stage.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's some crazy, Coke related films back in the 90s, 80s and 90s. So
Coke related?
Yeah, well, anyway. Everyone was paid by Coke.
Right.
And not the drink.
Oh, okay. So that was what I was wondering, because you could, I'm confused.
Yeah.
And so, where are we getting up to with the Alien franchise?
Oh, that's a good question.
Xenomorphs.
I don't.
It's not going to be 13.
It's not 13. We'd be close to. I think we'd be close to the 10 mark now.
Yeah, because if you include Aliens versus Predator, there's two of those.
Yeah. Predator wouldn't be
there must
up
be
there
like
yet.
5 of the original Alien 4 or 5.
5.
4. And then there's Romulus.
Yeah. And then you've got Prometheus as well.
Yeah.
So, it's getting close. I would say it's probably around about the 10 mark. Hey Pulpsters, Nath here. There's actually 7 core Alien films, and if you include the 2 crossover Alien versus Predator, that'll take it up to 9. Anyway, back to the show. We've got the Muppets. The Muppets have done 14.
14?
14 films.
Really?
I don't know what they are, but I can't rattle them off. But yeah, they've done 14 films.
I'm a bit shocked by that. I'm a huge Muppets fan, but I didn't think they had 14 films.
14 films.
Right,
Land Before Time have done 14 films.
Okay.
So that's interesting, and they're bringing it back. They're bringing the Land Before Time back for another round.
A lot of affection for that franchise.
Yep. So there you go. 13.
Interesting. No, that's a good question.
But great question. So if you've got a question for us, definitely hit us up on our socials under Pulp Culture Pod.
Pulp Culture Pod.
Perfect.
Is that what you said?
That's what I said. Pulp Culture Pod.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. We'll re-listen to that later and see if I was right or wrong.
Yeah, we'll say that's what you said.
Insert Nath's correction here. Yeah. Yes, definitely did say Pulp Culture Pod. You're right about most things, MJ, but not about this one. Have listened to it several times, and it definitely is Pulp Culture Pod. Should have been a little bit clearer, though. Back to the show.
Refer to the Hansard.
Thanks again, listener Andrew. Maybe let's get into
good one.
The zest.
My goodness. We wanted to get into our Aussie Special as soon as possible, but there's a whole lot of trailers to talk about.
Fun part. Should we leave Master of the Universe to last?
We can if you like, yeah.
Let's leave that.
Save the best to last.
Yeah, save the best to last.
Although, whether it's the best, I don't know, because there's some pretty good other stuff.
Yeah, well, let's go.
Let's work along the supposition that Masters of the Universe.
All right,
is the
Mr.
best.
Trailers, let's go.
Okay, so Maul Shadow Lord. Did you see that trailer?
I did.
Yeah?
Amazing.
It looks great, doesn't it?
I'm excited.
What do you think of the animation?
Yeah, it's so apparently they've taken something from previous. Is it Ahsoka or from Mando? They've used some type of technology that they were using in there, and they've sort of bumped up the animation.
I'm not sure.
That's what I was hearing. It's a new technology anyway.
The animation sort of reminds me of some of the
Visions stuff.
Visions, but also the like Tales of series.
Yep.
Tales of the Empire, Tales of the Rebellion, or whatever they were.
Yep.
But that's sort of stuff. It's got sort of a dark feel, a bit like the Cad Bane stories.
Yes. Yeah.
It reminded me of that sort of
caliber.
Yeah. Well, that sort of aesthetic, anyway.
Yeah.
But
and we get the introduction of his Padawan. Is that what you call it in the Sith?
I don't apprentice.
Apprentice. Apprentice. You're right.
Yeah, no, I think apprentice is always the word they use. Padawan's a Jedi thing. But I think it looks really good. Like I don't know too much about it, and I wasn't really asking too many questions when I was watching it, or trying to break it down too much, because I'm happy just to be excited.
I heard that part of this is the story that George Lucas wanted to tell.
I'd heard that as well
for the prequels.
Yep.
Which is that makes me even a little bit more excited about this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've had some great stuff in Star Wars that's been inspired by even just bits of Ralph McQuarrie's artwork. Yeah. It's not like they haven't had lots of ideas in the past that have been left on the drawing board. No. So I'm all about that. I think it'd be great.
Yep, cool. What else?
Well, we had the Muppet Show. That's rapidly approaching. It's inside a week until we get the Muppet Show episode with Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
And Maya Rudolph and Seth Rogen and others.
Yeah.
But we got the trailer for that, and I thought that looked like fun. You saw it?
That's super fun. I still haven't seen Peppy. I'm a little bit concerned.
No Peppy. He'll be there.
I'll tell you what, there'll be letters written if Peppy's not in it.
You'll write a letter, will you?
I'm gonna write a letter. I'm gonna be like Shawshank Redemption. I'm gonna write a letter every day until I see Peppy
on paper.
Peppy in the show.
On paper, you'll sit down at
I'll sit down at my desk with my inkwell.
Yeah, by candlelight.
And my feathered quill.
Yeah, you'll lick the end, dip it in the ink, and you'll get your rage on. It's a silly conversation anyway, because Pepe will be in it.
And they open up the letter and it's just ink all over the page because I've been so enraged.
Yeah.
It looks like a Rorschach picture, right?
Yeah. Well, so this reminds us of something from the 70s.
Yeah.
From this little kid Nath wrote us a letter saying... No.
He wants Peppy in the show? Okay, we'll get Peppy in the show. Stop. Moving right along. Did you like that?
Great song. Totally moot because Peppy will be in it, but I'm really excited for that. I love the tone that they touched on with particularly Miss Piggy's back and forth with Sabrina Carpenter. Yep. One of the things that people forget about the Muppet Show is that back in the day it wasn't a kid's show. It was for families, but also for adults. Yeah. And so the humour often skewed a bit blue.
Yep.
We saw a bit of that in Muppets Tonight, which is another underrated show, I think, which you can watch on Disney Plus if you want to check it out. And I was pleased to see that they clearly showed us that that's a tone they're going for.
And we had that with Seth Rogen and Fozzie, that very, very, very quick interaction.
Yeah, and even in the Jason Segel Muppet movies.
Yes, correct.
They tapped into that really well. So, I'm really pumped about that. And I think Sabrina Carpenter's a fantastic choice for the first guest. And I'm hoping it does really well and we get more.
Yep, absolutely.
Also, we had the brief Supergirl Lobo spot, which I think you talked about last week, how you were hoping we'd get another look at Lobo. And I said we probably wouldn't. And you said, I'd love to hear his voice.
And we did.
And we did. And
Just very slightly.
And I said, no, I don't think we will. But we did. We got like a 30-second Lobo spot.
Yes.
And what did you make of that?
It was just an extension, really, of the other trailer that we had.
It was.
There wasn't anything new other than I think we saw a bit of his weapon in action.
Oh, we got a really good look at Lobo.
Yeah.
Like he came in on his bike with fire all around him.
That is true.
And his what do you call that weapon? Like a big claw on? No,
it's like a sickle or something like that.
It's like a big hook on a chain.
Big hook on a chain. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll call it Betty for now. All right. So
he
rolls in with Betty in hand.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that. But Yeah, no, I thought it looked really great, and I was glad that they gave us a look at Lobo.
Yep.
It makes me excited to wonder about what we're going to see next. Yeah, I suspect that we probably will get some sort of a look during the Super Bowl, and it makes me wonder what they're going to show us in addition to this.
Well, the interesting thing about this is that Lobo wasn't part of this story in the first place, was he? They've written Lobo
He's
in
not,
as a...
He's not in the book in its final form.
Yes.
But apparently he was part of the story treatment that Tom King and Bill Quisevely had planned for the comic.
Right.
But they ended up taking it out for creative reasons.
Got it.
Yeah, spiritually he's part of the book.
Yep.
But you don't see him in it anywhere. No.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. And it'll be interesting to see how much of a part that he plays in the film.
Yeah.
Whether he's just a supporting character that's on for a short period of time.
Yeah. Or
whether he's actually a featured ensemble character.
I think he's going to be featured in the film significantly enough that he's going to get a decent following of fans.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit like Mr. Terrific. We talked about, again, last week, we talked about how Mr. Terrific was in Superman. It wasn't a Mr. Terrific movie, but he had his big moment with Lois in the tents and T-spheres and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Yep.
And he had other moments throughout the film that, gave us a good taste of what Mr. Terrific is and who he is. And I think that we'll get the same with Lobo, and I think possibly even more so.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, that's for sure. I mean, Jason Momoa was on a podcast this week that I was listening to, and he was saying that he's unsure of where, sort of Lobo will sit. And when he was approached to do Aquaman, he was so surprised because he was thinking that they were going to, ask him to be Lobo.
Yeah.
And I think that was in the Superman versus Batman, or Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, Dawn of Justice.
They were talking about having Lobo in that.
Yeah.
Because he could essentially kick both of them.
Yeah.
So he was surprised when they asked him to be Aquaman.
Well, Lobo's an easy character to put into any part of DC, but particularly stuff that's got a cosmic scale.
Yeah.
Like he's a wanderer. He's a universal wanderer.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he pops up even in Tom King's Mr. Miracle show, because that sounds like it's going to be a low key.
That's an animated series.
It's an animated series, but it's set within the DCU. So what I suspect, they're being very tight-lipped about who's playing the key characters, Mr. Miracle, Barda, and Darkseid.
Yeah.
But apparently Tom King's really pleased with who they've cast, and I wouldn't be surprised if
transferable to be live.
I don't think that Lobo will pop up in that, but he easily could, because that's a big cosmic drama as well. So,
he popped up in the Young Justice animated series, and he was great for that short period of time.
Well, I think he was in Batman Brave and the Bold, he was in. I mean, his original screen debut, I think, was in Superman the animated series.
Yeah.
I think he had a two-parter.
Yeah, that's
maybe
right.
even in the first season.
Yeah.
So he's got a bit of a history behind him now, but I think he's definitely worthy of a much larger audience, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him in Supergirl.
Couldn't agree more.
Next one. Well, I keep going.
Okay, keep going.
Yeah. Super Mario Galaxy trailer. Did you see that one?
I've got that one, and it's this is the Yoshi trailer, they called it.
Oh yes. Yeah, because Yoshi's being introduced in this movie.
Yes, Yoshi's being because at the end.
Spoilers.
At the end of the first one, they find the egg. Remember in the trailer credits.
That's right. Yeah, and I have seen the first one. I really, really enjoyed it, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it was just one of the. I think it was one of the last credits, the credit scene where they found the egg.
Nice.
And I think it cracked, and so we knew that was Yoshi. But this was a real big feature for Yoshi in this one, and you can see that there's some that Toad's not really adjusting very well to having a new sidekick. I think it's going to be another fun ride.
Yeah, well, no doubt. And Yoshi's a really popular character too. He's very cute.
Yeah. And then we saw Fire and Luigi Mario when they were going into the cave.
Yes.
And so that was, again, an extension. We're seeing some high-speed action in desert scenes, which we would expect in Mario Kart. And I think that there was one I'm not sure if it was this trailer or the previous one where we saw them riding space vehicles on the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
So yeah, look, I think it's going to be everything that if you've played Mario, once, twice, or 1,000 times, I think you'll be really happy with what you see.
Yeah. Well, I've not been a huge Mario player even in the past. Like I used to play it with you guys, my mates back in the day, and I played it with my boys growing up, but I've never been good at it.
Yeah,
but
neither.
I loved the first movie.
Yeah,
I thought it was great.
Yeah,
the action and stuff, the animation was amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to the second one. I'll probably go see that in cinemas, I think.
For sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do yourself a favour, go and see cinemas, go and support local. Help them out.
Eat some popcorn.
Absolutely.
Daredevil Season 2 trailer. Have you seen this?
Now, we posted this on the Instagram page.
Yes.
This is interesting. This looks like it's going to be a wild ride.
Yeah.
We've got a reoccurring character back at one of the Defenders, Jessica Jones.
Yes.
Which is exciting.
We didn't see any Punisher in this trailer, did we?
We didn't see any Punisher in this trailer.
Which is I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Because I know we're going to get him, but I thought it was interesting that they left him out of this one.
I do wonder whether he'll just pop up somewhere along the line.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be a pretty epic Season 2.
Yes. There's a lot to fit in, isn't there?
Yeah, and some of it I was trying to work out whether is this their reality or is this some type of fever dream, or some of it kind of felt a little bit dreamy.
Well, there was that what was it, like a Talking Heads puppet, Wilson Fisk, or Max Headroom, or something like that.
And then there was like the boxing, and I was kind of like, well, how does this all sort of sit and fit? And the music was kind of give you that impression as well, that not all is what you think it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, it looks good. I'm excited for it. Love the first season of Reborn, and looking forward to Season 2.
Yeah, I love Daredevil. He's one of my favourite Marvel characters, and I've really enjoyed both the Daredevil shows. I'm really looking forward to it.
I think they really got it right with these characters. I know that there's a lot of negativity towards Iron Fist, but I tell you what, I actually really enjoyed it. I really liked his character. I felt that they probably could have written him better.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was a bad actor. I thought he did a...
No, he's a great actor. He was really good in that, and he was really good in Game of Thrones.
Yes, he was great in Game of Thrones.
I really think that there's a chance of them redeeming that character with that actor if they keep on doing more seasons of Daredevil.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see him back. My only criticism of Iron Fist was that there was a lot of talking in office rooms and not a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
I think that was a fair criticism. I try to be fairly positive about all these things, but I don't think they got the balance right there for budget reasons or whatever it was.
Yep.
But I think if they were able to bring young man back as Danny Rand, that there's a chance that they could redeem Iron Fist in the MCU, and I think that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I did hear that Mike Coulter is talking about coming back.
I heard something about that too.
So I don't, and for those of you who might not know, Mike Coulter was was Luke Cage, and
Power Man.
He was like spot on, wasn't he? I mean, he just had the build and the look, and it's like he just stepped right out of the comic into real life.
Yeah,
so
the casting in those shows has always been spot on.
Yeah, it was Finn Jones, by the way.
Finn Jones, thank you.
Iron Fist.
He's a great actor, and I really hope that they, if they're bringing back all these other actors, particularly if they end up bringing back Mike Coulter as Luke Cage.
Yep.
I don't understand how they'd be able to leave out Danny Rand. But
100%.
A quick question about the Daredevil trailer.
Yes.
Do you think Foggy is back, or do you think it's a flashback?
And see, this is what I was saying about this fever dream thing.
Yeah.
We've had that before when, Matt was injured and he was sort of regressing to his childhood. And so I wonder whether these are going to be flashbacks.
Yeah.
With Foggy, or they're kind of like, conscience, where he's like deeply thinking about things, and Foggy's like his conscience to help guide him through his conflict.
Because I haven't had a good look at it, but the shot of Foggy in the trailer reminds me of old Foggy.
Yes.
So from the original Netflix show.
Yes.
As opposed to the one that we saw in the first episode of Born Again.
Yeah.
So I just wonder whether it's a flashback. But the second question, if it is a flashback, do you think it's unfair to put him in the trailer?
Oh, that's a good question. I think, look, it's like when you get a comic and you see two characters fighting on the front and you're like, oh, this looks great. And then you read it and then you're like, hang on, that's not even in the book.
No, they didn't fight. They just got coffee.
Yeah, they and had a nice chat.
Yeah, they didn't even fight over who paid.
They did a podcast. I think it's the same thing, right? You know, I think it's there to spark conversation like we're having right now. If that's what the aim is, it's definitely going to fire on all cylinders with the news outlets going, is Foggy back? How's he come back from the dead? You know, start asking those questions now and getting that media attention that it needs.
My personal opinion is that if it isn't Foggy back,
Android.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, look, it's Marvel. It could be the multiverse. I hope it's not. But
Doctor Strange comes in with his hands waving, and all of a sudden Foggy walks through.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Excellent.
A replacement Foggy.
Love it.
Evil Foggy. No, I actually think if it is a flashback, I think it's unfair to put it in the trailer.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my sensitive heart that just wants
him back.
Wants him back. I want Foggy back, and I want the actor back. But
it was a pretty gripping first episode. So for those of you who haven't seen Daredevil Reborn, that first season was
brutal.
It was that first episode. Like, you know, as a writer, when you were if that sort of came across my desk and I was going to produce this show, and I read that first scene, I would have been like, you know, take my money. Shut up and take my money.
It was great. When I say it was brutal, it was great. But it was a full-on way to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're playing with my heartstrings.
So yeah, I'm all down for it. Looking forward to when it comes out. April, I think.
I think it's like April 4th or something like that.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on. Well, you can quote me on that.
All right,
but I might be wrong.
Yeah, we'll let you know the exact date here.
We will. And I'm sure that Marvel and Disney Plus will be letting you know as well. in their most subtle fashion.
What other trailers you got?
We've got one more, and that is the big one.
Yep.
It's Masters of the Universe.
I tell you what, as a Masters of the Universe fan from way back of 1982, sitting with my friend, playing with his toys because my mum and dad didn't get them for me.
Oh wow!
But watching the cartoon, even now to this day, boy oh boy, my 8-year-old self was just so excited.
Because you were anxious, weren't you?
I was very anxious. I mean, you know, as much as you know, the 80s, 86 I think it was, movie with Dolph Lundgren, at least they gave it a crack.
Yeah.
It just didn't hit anything because there was so many licensing issues with it, right? It was a bit like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Well,
same problem.
It was only 4 years after the cartoon had debuted.
That's right.
I think they were dealing with something that was much bigger than they ever anticipated having to try and handle.
Yeah.
And so, it was the movie was probably rushed a bit. And I had some fondness for it, although I never loved how much of it was taking place on Earth.
Yes.
I wanted it to be on Eternia.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which I have to admit, I was anxious about this new one because I knew that some parts of it took place on Earth, as we see in the trailer. But the way that it's depicted in the trailer, I actually think is going to work really well.
I 100% agree, and from the impression that I get by this trailer, and let's face it, we've only seen really one trailer, so we haven't really got a full epic trailer yet. But I think we'll get that.
What a trailer though!
In Super Bowl, I think we'll get that. We'll get the actual story in Super Bowl, which is coming up on the 9th of February. I think what they've done with this story is they're kind of taking the She-Ra story where they've moved her away from the situation to avoid that she's been kidnapped
to protect her.
To protect her.
Yep.
And whereas I think they're doing the same thing with him.
Yep.
That from what the trailer sort of gives us, that the Queen has taken her son out of this world into her world because she's originally from Earth.
Yeah.
To protect him.
I suspect that there was one shot in this trailer that made me think that they're going to at least touch on the She-Ra story. Well, there's one shot that looks like an upside down world, and like Hordak and the Horde exist in another dimension.
Correct.
And that made me wonder whether that's what that is, because that doesn't remind me of anything in Eternia that I can think of.
Yeah.
I mean, it may be something completely different, but it just made me wonder whether they're going to introduce perhaps the Horde and tease She-Ra in this one, which I wouldn't be opposed to. I think that it's a world that they should expand rapidly, and I'd love to see She-Ra be part of the mix in the second movie.
I think look, if I was a betting man, which I'm not, I would put money on that we'll see something like that in the credits.
Yeah.
I think we'll get a post-credits scene where we get the introduction of Hordak.
Yeah, I agree.
And so I think that's going to be really exciting. I mean, the cast alone, is really good. I mean, Nicholas Galitzin?
We'll go with that for the moment.
Or Goltzen, something like that. Anyway, I don't pronounce names well. Anyway,
Nicholas
as He-Man.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you look at him in any of the other works that he's done, which I haven't seen any of his films.
Yep. No, I haven't either.
He's in that same boat as when Henry Cavill was announced as Superman.
Yeah.
You didn't think that, or Daniel Craig, you didn't think he was going to be right for the role, but he actually is just spot on.
I think he looks great.
Yeah, he's fantastic. His physique, spot on. He's not too muscly. He's not too puny. Sits right in the pocket.
I like how a bit goofy he looks too, and not just as Adam, but also as He-Man.
As He-Man,
like there's some fighting shots late in the trailer of He-Man fighting Skeletor, and his hair sort of looks like a Charlie's Angels kind of bouffant type.
Yes,
but it works. Like
right?
it works for the 80s look.
That's right.
And I actually quite like that they've gone a bit sort of camp with it.
Yep.
I'm really excited for it. I think it looks great.
Yeah, I think what they've done with this whole film is that there is a really big fanfare for for the love of the property.
Yes.
But at the same time, we're getting a retelling, a new story. That's going to give us something.
Yeah.
I think Travis Knight, who's the director. I have a lot of confidence in him because he's done some really good shows. I mean, he did Bumblebee.
Yes.
He did the Bumblebee movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. He did Kubo and the Two Strings.
Okay.
Which is amazing.
I haven't seen that.
He's got some chops about him.
Yep.
So I have confidence that he's going to bring a really good, film together.
I really like the scale of it.
Yeah.
Like I thought that
epic.
the characterizations and the costumes and everything look great.
Yeah.
Idris looks like he's having fun as Man at Arms. Mia Mendes as Tila looks really good.
Well, I mean, she's from the
Riverdale.
Riverdale, and she was good in Riverdale.
Yeah, she's Veronica.
Alison Bray, who's Eva Lynn.
Yeah, she's always great value.
And then you've got Sorceress.
Marina Baccarin from Deadpool and from Gotham.
Yeah, I believe Kristen Wiig's in it but I don't know what she's in as. So she's been billed in there.
Okay.
So I'll be interested to know. Maybe she's going to be Orko.
I was just thinking that
because we haven't seen Orko pop up yet.
She could be Orko.
Oh, she'd do a great voice for Orko. She'd be spot on for Orko.
Orko's in it though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because I've seen.
I haven't seen anything that would.
I thought I saw either
it was like a hand or a sleeve or something or other that kind of gave you that impression.
No, not in the trailer, but I feel like I've seen costume designs.
Oh, there's a lot of AI slop that's floating around at the moment.
It's hard to trust all that stuff.
There was a toy release that dropped. I want to say yesterday, our time, while we were doing the show.
Yeah.
Of what the action figures are going to look like.
Oh, yes. I was just going to bring that up.
Yeah, and so we've seen He-Man and Battle Cat. Battle Cat looks amazing.
Yes.
We've also seen Evelyn and Man-at-Arms.
Also Teela.
And Teela, and we also saw Triclops as well.
Yes, yes.
Which I'm really excited for. And it's really interesting. Teela's got a gun, or a staff gun of some sort.
Yeah.
And Triclops has got like a long-range laser rifle, which I kind of like as well, because I could see him as a sniper.
Yeah.
He's never been really used as a sniper, but when you think about his rotating eye,
it does sort of make sense.
It kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So it looks like they've taken some liberties and extensions on how to make these characters a little bit more three-dimensional and likable.
But they're probably trying to distinguish them one from the other.
Yeah.
Back in the day, they all had their quirks, obviously, but they were a bit like wrestlers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were kind of like
interchangeable
in battles.
Yeah, yeah.
So no doubt they put a bit of thought into how to use the individual characters a bit more.
Yeah, but we're getting like Fisto, Goatman, we're getting Ram Man. They're really sort of pushing the envelope on some of those characters that we're going to see.
Well, it's a broad range of skill sets, isn't it?
Oh, 100%. And I mean, this is really big world building that they can do in a very short period of time.
Yeah.
In one film.
Yeah.
And so I'm really confident that this is going to be a good film.
Yeah.
I would like to see Dolph Lundgren come back as a cameo at least, but somehow.
Yeah.
I mean, he's definitely not King Randor, but I would like to see, some type of credit towards him for at least trying in the 80s film.
Well, he pops up in a lot of genre stuff these days, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he was in the CW at one stage.
Yes.
The DC CW. Forgive me.
Yeah, that's right.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't need it. Like,
I just think it'd be fun. Right?
Yeah, of course. And more than anything, that's what I think this movie's going to be. Is it going to be a great film? Is it going to get nominated for a Best Picture Oscar? No. Not
Best Picture. Probably not Best Actor. Maybe effects.
Of course. Maybe special effects. But what I'm saying is as long as it's fun, that's all that, as you say, 8-year-old Nathan MJ want.
Well, I think the first scene sort of gave us the impression that it's going to be fun when it had on his desk the plaque that said pronouns he, him.
Yes.
Right? So I think we started off really well to give us the impression, okay, here's some fun.
Yeah, it's putting He-Man, which is a very 80s property, into the modern world.
Yeah, that's right.
And contemporising it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's going to be a great time. I'm really excited.
Looking forward to it. Tell us what you think, Popsters. Hit us up on socials at Pulp Culture Pod.
Hit us up, bros.
And broettes.
Yeah. Yes, yeah. Well, I was using it as a generic term. Poor form of me, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're the worst.
Hit us up.
Hey,
give it 100 episodes and I'll have figured this out.
Good on you. Well done.
Yeah.
I'll give you a certificate at that stage.
That'd be awesome.
No worries. Participation certificate.
Yep.
We got first look at Henry Cavill as McLeod in Highlander.
Oh, that was today, wasn't it?
That was today in our time.
Yeah, and what'd you think?
Yeah, look, it gave us nothing. It absolutely gave us nothing. It's Henry Cavill standing there with a sword sort of wrapped around him, looking forlorn and serious. And
As a big Cool Jacket fan,
yes,
I would say it didn't give us nothing.
Oh well,
it gave us
a cool jacket.
A cool jacket, and a cool jacket being worn by a cool guy.
Look, I'm not saying it's bad, right? I'm not saying it's bad. What I found really interesting is when I went to look it up today on IMDb.
Yeah.
His character is going by, and this is why I said it before.
Yeah.
Is by McLeod. It's not Connor McLeod. It's going by the name McLeod.
What? Okay. What does that mean?
So Connor McLeod went in the original 1986 film, I think it was, or 84.
Because I'm not a huge Highlander.
So Christopher Lambert, when he was playing the character, was called Connor McLeod.
Yes.
And then there was an extension of that with a couple of extra films, which was then the cousin or the nephew or someone or other
Okay.
by another. It was another name, McLeod.
So you don't think that Henry Cavill's going to be Connor?
I don't know. I just find it interesting that he's only being referenced to as McLeod.
Yeah.
And so I wonder what the film is going to look like. We've got.
That's the sort of thing that could mean something or it could mean nothing.
Well, that's 100% correct. In regards to the cast, it looks really quite epic. Anyway, I mean, you've got Henry Cavill, you've got Dave Bautista, you've got Russell Crowe, Jeremy Irons is in it. Dumont Husson is that
Jimon
Husson? Is that how you pronounce his name? So he's in it. Siobhan Cullen. So there's lots of really sort of interesting names.
It's a heck of a
flying around. Marissa Abella. So I'm interested to see how they. I mean, Russell Crowe is going to be Ramirez, which was Sean Connery's character.
Yeah.
And I think if anybody's going to be judged for this film, I think it's going to be Russell Crowe, because Sean Connery's character was such a recognizable and really loved character in the Highlander series.
Yeah.
So much so that they brought him back for Highlander 2, which was an absolute disaster.
Okay.
That was called The Quickening, and it was terrible. But yeah, look, I think
sounds like quickening sounds like something that you put in as an ingredient for baking a cake.
It was a bit like metachlorians, right, being introduced in the prequels, and everyone went berserk. In the second Highlander film, the theme of Highlander was there can only be one, and so the idea was that there were these Highlanders these warriors on Earth, who fought it out to gain their power, and the more people that you killed, beheaded, you gained their power. And so that's where the theme was, there could only be one. In the second one, called The Quickening, they introduced a world where they all came from and came down to Earth to have a tournament so that they could be the eventual, and all the people that got killed ended up back to the other world.
Okay.
And the victor would become the ruler of this other world, The Quickening.
Okay.
Right? Crazy, strange, probably, everyone was paid with Coke, but, that's okay. Not the drink. It was the 80s, right?
It's all about the Coke economy this episode.
Look, I watched RoboCop 2 last night, and I was like, surely everyone was paid with Coke on this.
I knew it had to come from somewhere, but I was just hoping it was somewhere healthy.
I made the comment last night, and I'm sticking by it now.
Right. Okay.
So
stay tuned for another reference.
Yeah. But look, I mean, I agree with you. Big coats. We should probably do an episode, like a feature on, big coat films, like Hellboy, for instance.
It's one of the things that I love about the modern Star Trek shows.
Oh, yeah, big coats.
With cool jackets.
Yeah.
Like every time they go on an away team or something like that, they've all got cool jackets.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, we all need a props department.
I don't think I'm cool. I don't think I'm cool enough to get away with any of them. By the way, but
give it a try.
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Give it a crack.
I think it looked like an old guy in a Maserati.
Love it. I've also got Holly Hunter has done a bit of a reveal on a red carpet this week. She
a deliberate one or an accidental one?
No wardrobe malfunctions here.
Okay.
Just Holly Hunter being Holly Hunter.
Yeah.
She goes to work on The Incredibles 3 in March.
Oh, awesome.
So that's been a very quiet.
Yeah, they often are with those, though, aren't they? Like the Pixar stuff, they're often quiet about them until they're sort of in the until they've recorded the voices. I think.
Yeah.
Like until they've got all that locked away.
Yeah, bit like Toy Story 5.
Yeah, exactly.
So we didn't really hear much about it.
By the time we hear about them, they're usually fairly well advanced.
Exactly. So yeah, Holly Hunter's back in the booth,
good,
recording her voice as Elastigirl.
Yep.
For Incredibles 3. So I would say maybe not next year, maybe the year after, maybe 2028. We might get that. It just depends on where they're at with animation, I suppose.
Great Pixar news, great superhero news.
Also, talking about animation, we've got Speedy Gonzales movie is in the works.
Oh,
yes, which is a massive surprise.
That is a huge surprise for multiple reasons.
Yeah, for multiple reasons, because the WB hasn't been very loyal to the Looney Tunes sort of franchise.
No,
especially with the Wile E. Coyote.
The Wile E. Coyote movie.
Wile E. Coyote movie.
Yes.
Thank you.
Which is still coming.
Yeah, that's all, folks.
Yeah.
Which is still coming because it's now been sold to another distributor.
Yep.
However, yeah, this really sort of took me by surprise when I read about this, and it's definitely genuine. It's George Gutierrez, I think his name is. He did Book of Life, and he also did Aztec Batman.
Okay.
Which are two animated properties that we actually really enjoy.
Well, I'm glad to hear that it's in culturally appropriate hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that would be my main question with Speedy Gonzales, because I know that that character hasn't been particularly popular in recent years just because of its
cultural
stereotype nature.
Yep.
But if it's in the hands of someone like that, then I'll look forward to seeing what they're going to do.
Yeah, I think he'll bring the right flavour to it, which is probably what.
It is a really interesting character for them to.
It did take me by surprise. I did you see the Porky Pig and Daffy Duck sort of movie that they did just recently? The movie I'm referring to is The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, which was done in 2024, starring Daffy Duck and Porky Pig. Where they'd grown up together, and they were orphans, and they grew up together and ended up saving the world at the same time saving their house.
You sure this wasn't a coke-fueled fever dream?
Yeah, back in the 80s when I was doing RoboCop 3. No,
I didn't see it.
Definitely
I didn't see this one.
Definitely not. No. It's
not that I'm making accusations or anything. But
if we weren't doing the Aussie Special, this show would have been called the Coke episode. But so that's all I've got for the zest. What about you?
That's me all done. I'm excited to move on to our Aussie Special.
Wow, let's get into it.
We are one. We are many, and from all the lands on earth we come. We share a dream and sing with one voice. I am, you are, we are Australia.
All right. Wow. This when we put the call out, and we said this a couple of weeks ago, when we put the call out, to be honest, I wasn't expecting the caliber. And look, no disregard to anybody that has put in their work or the work that is out there when it comes to the Aussie comic scene. But I never expected the uptake, the support that we have got for putting this show together.
We had some really great feedback, didn't we?
Yeah, we've had great feedback. We've had lots of interaction on our socials regarding it. As you know, you've had conversations with people face to face.
I have, yep.
And they've been giving some really positive feedback as well. So
the thing that has become apparent to me about this is that anything that we talk about tonight is only going to scratch the surface.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I feel like we've opened a really exciting barrel of worms.
Yep.
Can of worms.
Barrel
of.
Well, I would say barrel worms because there's so much to do.
Yeah.
And so much to talk about.
A barrel and a can of worms. But basically what we're saying is this will not be the end of the conversation.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about some of the stuff that we've had feedback and input from tonight.
Yep.
But I think it's safe to say that if you've missed out, for want of a better expression, fret not, because this is the sort of thing that I think we're going to be talking about on a much more regular basis.
Yep.
It's we're really excited to begin this conversation about Australian comics and creation of comic and zine content in Australia.
100%, 100%. And we really encourage you to get involved with us, So if you have a Kickstarter or you have a book that's going to be released and you're going to be putting it on the shelves at your local comic book store, like All Star Comics.
Yep.
Which with those awesome owners, Mitch and Troy.
Yes.
Not too sure if you know them. They're great.
Vaguely familiar.
All Star Comics in Melbourne.
Yep.
Should check out their website or Instagram. Always funny.
Yep.
So we want to hear from you. Give us an opportunity to be the launch pad for you and help you sell more books.
Yep.
We'll take a small commission of 90%. Do you reckon that's a good selling point?
No, I don't think it is.
Okay.
I think we'll stick with what we discussed at the board meeting before this episode, and we'll say that we're going to do it out of the goodness of our hearts, and we're going to do it for free.
Oh, that's what our brand manager told us to say, right?
Yeah.
No,
we're going to do it for the love of it, Nath.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, we are both creators ourselves. We both release books in our time.
We have.
And we know how hard a slog it is, especially in our market, being a smaller market, comic market.
Yeah.
But
also how satisfying it is.
But how satisfying it is to create something and to have something out there. And even if you've got one person that, comes up to you and says, I really enjoyed your book, or could you sign this for me, or when's your next book coming out?
Yeah.
That makes a world of difference.
And more than anything, it's just a really great community to be a part of.
Absolutely.
It's,
very supportive.
It's a supportive, encouraging,
yep.
and I would say inspiring community.
Yep, 100%.
Which is what we're hoping to, convey through this segment and through future ones. So let us know what you've got going on, because this is not the end. Yep,
absolutely. Well, let's kick off. Which book do you want to start with? Because we've got a few.
I've got a long list. I've tried to. We've had a lot to read this past week and a half, and I've tried to get through as much of it as I can.
Yep.
But I'd be lying if I said I'd read everything.
All right.
But I have read a bit of everything.
All right, that sounds good. Why don't we start with Electrifying Bolt? The Electrifying Bolt.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay, so the Electrifying Bolt, which is done by Andrew Tribe. And so Andrew Tribe wrote it, and Lauren Marshall, legendary Lauren Marshall, also friend of the show. She illustrated it, and boy, what a great book to start off with for this.
It's really fun.
I absolutely dug this book.
Yeah.
I thought the pacing was really good. I think the humor was great. Probably should tell you what the book's about. It's a superhero with electrical powers. Is that what would you say? Electrical powers?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
And we get two short stories in one.
Yep.
It's a really interesting book because the humor in it is fantastic and the pacing in it is really good. And sometimes in books you get that disconnect between writer and illustrator. But I felt that Andrew's writing and Lauren's art really complemented each other really, really well.
I completely agree.
I think the facial expressions were great.
Yeah.
I think the pacing was really good. Yeah, there was everything about it just really sort of felt fun and right about this comic.
Yeah, it's really, really good fun. And I think you're right. Lauren, her facial expressions with characters are top notch.
Yeah.
Really expressive. And the artwork's beautiful. It's nice and bold. Like I love the colours of the whole thing.
Yep.
It's been nominated for an award. Did you see that?
Yes.
Yeah. It's been nominated at the Comic Arts Awards of Australia.
Yeah. It's in the shortlist. So good on them
really
for
exciting.
that, which is great.
No, but I did. I really enjoyed the segment of this one that I read, and I'm really looking forward to reading more.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely a fan who's now jumping on the Bolt, the Electrifying Bolt wagon.
Yeah, like if you like superhero comics, you'll like this.
Yeah, well, I actually put it down to if you like Plastic Man.
Yes.
Then you would probably like this book.
Yeah, Plastic Man's a really good call.
Yeah.
It does. It reminds me a bit of who's Gail Simone did some Plastic Man a couple of years ago, and that was really off the wall and fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, you're right. It does have the same sort of tone.
So the thing I liked is it had some comic some comic book tropes in there, and superhero tropes.
Yeah, but that's that's what you want when you're reading a superhero comic, isn't it?
And puns like having a villain called Nighty Night,
Yes.
which I thought was great, and they really broke the fourth wall by talking about it, being called Nighty Night, right?
Yeah.
So I felt that was really fun, but we're not going to give you all the handles on this because we know that you might be driving or doing something while you're listening to this. So we'll be putting everything on the show notes.
Yeah.
Everybody's how you can get in contact with them, where you can buy the books, etc.
I've done a couple of posts on our Instagram recently as well, and I've tried to put everybody's tags in there where I know them.
Yeah.
So if I've missed out on any, please jump on there in the comments, and we'll try and highlight your actual tags.
But we'll definitely mention everybody's information in our show notes and also on our socials.
Yeah, fantastic.
All right, next one.
What do we got next?
How about the hippo?
How about the hippo is good fun. I think this was the first one that I read.
Yeah.
And how about the hippo is great.
Yeah, Jason Poulos, who writes it and illustrates it.
Yeah.
He's just got a wicked sense of humour.
Yeah. And he's prolific too. He clearly works a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can see why, right?
Oh, totally.
I mean, he really has it down.
This one had me giggling.
Yeah, I mean, it is a gritty, adult-orientated book.
Yes.
Some of the humour in it's probably not kid-friendly.
Well, you were talking about Deadpool a minute ago, and how about the hippo breaks the fourth wall as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
But in a really fun, really fun way. And I think the art's really dynamic too.
Yeah.
Reminds me of, like we were just talking about, Looney Tunes and Warner Brothers cartoons.
Yeah.
The art sort of has that dynamism to it.
Yeah.
But
simplistic at the same time, right?
Completely. But I love that. I love art that does. I mean, I love very detailed art as well. But I've got a real soft spot for art that does a lot with a little.
Yeah.
And I think this artwork is masterful at that.
Well, you know what it reminded me of, and I mean, usually, at the end of us talking, I would usually say it reminds me of, if you like this, then you like this.
Yeah.
This one reminded me of, or if you like, Bone, then you would probably like this.
Yeah, very good call.
And also Black Sad to a certain extent because it's anamorphic. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, animals that are posing as humans, right?
Anthropomorphic?
Anthropomorphic. There you go. Thank you very much.
I think that's right.
Yeah. I'm definitely getting a T-shirt that says, I cannot pronounce this, all right? But...
me no word good.
Yeah, no, definitely not. I've got a crayon stuck up my nose and it's hitting my brain.
There's worse ways to be.
Homer style. Talking about Homer style, this is great. Like Hairbutt the Hippo, he's a detective.
Yeah.
And very hard-boiled detective with a really bad sense of personal hygiene. Look, this is fun. This is a fun read. There's some serious notes in it. Artwork is great.
Yep.
It's in black and white, so that kind of works with it as well, which is what I liked.
Yeah.
Being a detective, hard-boiled.
It gives it a noir sort of feel.
Gives it that noir feel, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I think that's the impression that I get that Jason was going for.
Yeah.
In this book. Hairbutt the Hippo's been around for a long time.
Yes.
It has been back in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember, in the early comic scene, being in awe of Jason's work and, how many books have been published and that type of thing.
Yeah.
But, looking at this book, it actually still stands up really well.
Completely.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think that if it was published today without anybody knowing that it's been published before,
yeah,
if it was republished, I think it would get another uptake anyway.
Yeah,
right?
It's got a really contemporary look about it.
Absolutely. So I think it's kind of ahead of its time.
Yeah, definitely.
Reminds me of also Greener Pastures. So with
I
Tim,
was just
Tim
thinking
McEwan,
that.
right?
Yeah.
But it's the same era, right? They were all doing books at the same time.
Yes.
And so you can see that there's an influence there from those, supporting each other. And we do see that, in stages of books, where you will get some books that are very themed similar to.
Yes, completely. I'm a big fan of How About the Hippo, and I'm really looking forward to reading more.
Yep. Okay. So next one, let's go with Gunpowder.
Yes, Gunpowder.
Okay, Gunpowder. Interesting book.
Yeah. Gunpowder's, we've got Damien Hussey and Maurizio Caballero.
I'm glad you mentioned that name because I wasn't going to...
Well, I probably butchered it, so...
well, you're probably doing better than me, but yeah, what a great book. What a good premise.
Well, one of the things that I was really... it's got sort of The Walking Dead kind of post-apocalyptic, Last of Us type vibes, but one of the things that I was really struck about this book was the colours.
Yeah.
I just love the look of it.
It's funny you should say that because I've actually got colour in mine as well. So whoever did the colours on it did a tremendous job.
Yeah, well...
really helped the characters to pop, really helped the story to flow really well. It's interesting because the book is published under, Iron Furnace Pictures?
Yes.
So when I read that it was that publication, I was like, oh, okay. And I instantly thought cinematic.
Yep.
So I could see this book being transferred into a 6-part, 6 TV episode or a film, very easily.
A shout out to Daniel Jr. before we get too far on because he did the colours.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a colourist, hit him up because he did a great job.
Yeah, no, I really thought it was stunning.
Yeah.
And you're right. It's definitely got the feeling of a FX type TV show.
Yeah.
I could see an adaptation completely. But no, I found it really interesting, really compelling.
Yep.
And I'm definitely looking forward to reading more of it as well.
Yeah. So for those of you who might not know what Gunpowder is, it's about a character. He's a disillusioned soldier who is in a post-apocalyptic world, like you said.
Yep.
And he's seeking refuge in a town called Gunpowder. So that's where the title comes from.
Yep.
And it just turns out that this town that he's ended up in is full of demons and a massively unhinged priest. So, and then obviously all hell breaks loose, literally, in the town. I think you touched on it with saying like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, or even Fallout. Like just the way you're describing it there, reminds me of a Fallout.
I was going with Mad Max.
Yes,
or even a little bit of The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you're kind of into those sort of genres, then this will be right up your alley.
Well, it's definitely my cup of tea.
But what a great creative team.
Yeah.
Fantastic creative team.
And just a really good-looking, compelling book. Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah, completely.
But again, touching on some social issues in there.
Yeah.
Survivor's guilt, PTSD, being left behind and, all the rest of it that obviously wanted to be transferred into this comic.
Yeah, well, that's one of the real benefits of these post-apocalyptic type stories that they've tapped into with Gunpowder is the pressures that these heightened worlds put people under, but it's reflective of the pressures that we're under in our real world.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's why we find them so compelling to read. But it's really good fun.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, moving on to the next one, Jump Punch.
Jump Punch, yes.
Jump Punch. Yeah. Tell us who did the works of this.
Jump Punch is by Nathan and Aeneas and Daryl Leach.
Yep. And they were like tag teaming on this one, so they both did they both did the story and they both did the art together on this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So real collaborative effort.
Yeah, real collaborative effort on this one.
Yeah. No, and it's again really a really good, fun, action-packed, humorous story.
Yep. Good punch in the face of Aussie comics, really.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
A dynamic looking book.
Yep.
Just a really fun story. I really enjoyed the dialogue between the characters in this one.
Yeah.
It's a really fun read.
As a publisher of comics, with Kapow for my publishing company.
Yeah.
This would be a book that I would be looking for to have as part of my repertoire of books.
Yeah. When I was reading it, I was thinking this is Nath's cup of tea.
This is right up my alley, right?
Yeah, totally.
Look, for those of you who haven't read the book, it's a parkour delivery guy named Joe.
Yep.
Who finds it's like a mystical sort of artifact, isn't it? Which gives him some powers.
Yep.
And there's like a evil sorcerer who's after him.
Yes.
To get this amulet back.
Yeah.
Look, I've watched these guys at cons, and they deliver something that's very different from anybody else that's tabling. They will be doing, sort of karate exercises or doing, jump kicks or getting their, fans involved in the actual, process
awesome.
of what it looks like.
Yeah.
And I think that this comic delivers exactly the same thing, getting the audience really involved really, really quickly. The characters are really engaging. They're really fun to follow.
Yeah.
I feel like that if you like things like The Karate Kid or like Jackie Chan films, those really sort of slapstick, sort of fun, karate-esque sort of type shows, even a little bit of Dungeons and Dragons, because we have a dragon in there, we have a sorcerer, we have the amulet. They're sort of bringing two really cool genres together, smashing them together.
It reminded me of a few things. One of them was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah,
it's got the same sort of.
It's
got the same sort of joyful spirit.
Yeah.
And also, it's like a roller coaster ride. When you get the best turtle stuff where they're jumping over rooftops and battling and then moving on to the next. This one feels like a really wild
when they're
ride.
dancing with Vanilla Ice in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles too. That was this same type of action.
Yeah, let's not get sidetracked too much. But yeah, that sort of thing. But
right, okay.
No, just joyful. I thought that's the best word I could use to describe Jump Punch.
Yeah, absolutely. So well done, guys. Great book. We really enjoyed it.
Yeah, couldn't recommend it highly.
Absolutely. And again, all these books will mention everything not only in our socials but also in the show notes.
Yeah, and if you have any trouble tracking these down and finding them for yourselves, just hit us up, send us a DM or make a comment.
Absolutely.
And we'll do our best to point you in the right direction.
Absolutely. We're halfway through. So if you need a toilet break, now's the time. We'll give you some music right about now.
Louis Fly, I'm Louis Fly, straight from rubbish tip to you.
We all adore our pigeon, Mike. He puts a rose in every tree.
Lucky you're with Amy.
Life be in it.
Be in it. Today, live more of your life. Be in it, yeah.
My dad cooks the food. It goes to Coddy's to make the cordial that I like best.
Given good and given plenty. Mentally, you ought to be congratulated.
And we're back. So hope you
that was a relief.
hope you grab some popcorn at the same time and enjoying this.
Dang it.
If you're on a long drive, then you're welcome. We're keeping you company. So welcome back to the Aussie Special.
What's
Let's
next?
go with Manta.
Manta, yes.
Wow, what an epic book.
What a really lovely looking book too.
Okay.
Have you seen this physically?
No, I have not.
I saw copies of this at All Star Comics yesterday.
Is that the one in Melbourne with Mitch and Troy, the owners?
On Queen Street, that's
right,
the one.
got it. Good to
it's
know.
a really lovely looking little book.
Yeah.
I had a bit of a flick through, and it's not going to be too long before I buy a physical copy of this one.
So Jordan Allen Barr
Yes.
wrote and illustrated. I think he did everything on this book.
I think so. I believe so. Yeah. But it's a really lovely looking little book. I read some of the digital sample that we got sent.
Yeah.
And I love it. It's dialogue free.
Pretty much.
And you know, the artwork is wonderful. As I said, physically as an object.
Yes.
I saw several copies of this at All Star yesterday, and it's beautiful.
So it's a very epic story, of course.
Yes.
You know, a lot of world building in there.
Yes.
And it's about a little thief that is captured
That's
by
the Coke again.
by a beat traveller, and then so they go on a journey. It felt a little bit like the TV series that we're watching at the moment, which is Egg and Dunk.
Yes, Night of the
Seven Kingdoms.
Yeah.
I know that they're, you know, there's, but it felt like it could sit in that world, right?
Yeah, it's like a wolf and was it wolf and cub?
Wolf and Cub,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, same type of genre.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this give you sort of Mobius vibes?
No, yes, completely.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're on the same wavelength then,
Yeah.
because it really just felt like I don't know whether, you know, sort of Jordan's influenced by Mobius,
Yeah.
or not, but definitely right on that level. So if you're really into Mobius as an artist,
It's got a real otherworldly sort of feel that I really love. I love that sort of artwork and book for the escapist aspect. But as I said, I read a bit of this in the digital form, and I have to confess I stopped because I'm so badly want to get it as a physical book.
Oh, okay.
And I'm glad that after I saw these copies at All Star yesterday that I waited. Because as I said, it's just a beautiful object in and of itself. And I'm really looking forward to sitting down and reading a physical copy.
100%. I have an issue with this book.
Okay.
I'm bringing it down.
Okay.
I'm bringing it down.
All right.
But there's a good reason why.
Yeah.
It's not in colour.
No, but that's okay.
I wanted to see this in colour.
But it's got. I mean, originally this was it's a zine.
Yeah, I know.
Like it's been combined into a whole.
Into
I disagree.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really love the look of it, and I think it's got a real manga.
I'm not saying it's bad, right? I'm really not saying it's bad. I just really wanted to see this epic world in colour.
Okay.
And through because obviously, you know, Jordan's imagined this world.
Yeah.
And so I'm guessing that he's not imagining this world in black and white, that he's imagined this world in colour. I'd love to see what that looks like.
Well, we'll wait till the Ghibli film.
Okay.
Can't you see that?
I can absolutely see that.
Yeah,
Yep.
so we'll wait till Studio Ghibli picks it up,
Yep,
and then we'll see
absolutely.
it in living colour on the big
Okay,
screen.
well, I look forward to that.
As I say, I disagree. I think one of the best things about black and white is that you have to fill in the colour yourself.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you sort of have to picture the colour in your own imagination. At least that's the way that I read it. And yeah, I think it's a wonderful looking book. I think it's.
I
great.
loved it. I still loved it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that I really wanted more of was colour.
Yeah, who knows?
So yep, hit me up. I'll put you onto a good colorist. Who was that colorist again that we talked about before? He was good in Gunpowder.
Yes. Junior.
Junior.
Yeah.
Yep. So hit him up.
Yeah. No. But yeah, amazing work, Jordan.
Yeah.
And as I say, I'm really looking forward to sitting down with a cup of coffee and having a read of the physical copy of this one.
Definitely a delightful read.
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely.
All right. Let's go with the coffee table.
Yes. The coffee table is a great looking book.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best covers of the lot that I've seen.
Yeah, really eye-catching cover.
Stunning.
Kieran Alexander, who did the writing and illustrating, and lettering on it.
Yep.
One thing I must say is being back in my graphic design days, I'm a bit of a lettering snob.
Okay.
And I really felt that the lettering in this is really on point. Did a really good job.
You correct it.
Yeah.
It's a really professional job.
Yeah, absolutely. This book probably took me by surprise. I wasn't expecting, by the name, I wasn't expecting the story that I was going to get from it. It didn't really give me any, like, that cover is dynamic and it's great. But I didn't know what I was going to get when I read it.
No, neither did I. But it's a really compelling read.
Yeah.
Like it does what the best stories do, in that it leaves you wanting to turn the page and read more, doesn't it?
Yeah, and so essentially it's about two roommates, Hannah and Wallace, that get a thrift coffee table.
Yeah.
And it just so happens that it holds magical powers.
Yeah.
And when
it starts eating their coffee. No, yeah.
Well, it starts
I don't know,
producing
spoilers.
Starts producing riches for them in their coffee mugs.
It does,
right?
yeah. No, it's a really great looking book.
Yeah.
The artwork is top notch.
Yeah.
The story itself is I think really compelling. It's another beautiful book physically. This is another one that I saw at All Star yesterday.
Yep. Well, it's got that two-tone, right?
It does.
And that's what I really liked about it too.
Yeah.
Someone who did two-tone really well was Darwin Cook when he was doing the Parker series.
Yeah, completely.
Each different volume was a different tone.
Yeah.
So I really dig that look.
Yeah.
And I felt that it didn't detract away from the story. It was just enough to help move it along.
Yeah, I really loved how relatable the look of this is.
Yeah.
Like it's the most of it's set indoors, but it feels very authentic.
Yeah.
Like it feels like places that we live and places that we've been.
Yeah.
It's a beautifully done piece of work.
Did it remind you of any books that you've read of late?
No. How about what about
see,
you?
I really tried and put this in a...
No, it's hard.
Like, if you like this, then you like this.
No.
And I couldn't really put it in a... And that's I think that's a compliment.
Yeah.
It kind of holds its own. The only thing I could probably maybe a little bit close to was, like, Martian Manhunter series.
Yeah, I can see that.
But that was sort of really where I could kind of juxtapose the book.
Do you know what? It sort of reminds me of a couple of things.
Yep.
And they're not really related, but the
Absolute Batman?
no, definitely not Absolute Batman. But one of the things that it kind of reminds me of now that you ask is Jason Aaron's Bug Wars.
Okay.
You read Bug Wars?
Yep.
Yeah. So and the reason I say that is because Bug Wars is it's a story that the main character, whose names escape me, starts to discover this otherworldliness within his own world through the first issue, at least.
Yep.
And things just sort of start to appear strange.
Yep.
And this has got a similar sort of vibe.
Yep.
So I guess if I was going to say anything off the top of my head, which I am, I would say probably Bug Wars by Jason Aaron and Mahmoud Azra.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah.
Another great book, though. Well worth it.
Yeah.
Funnily enough,
Not an Australian one.
Jay at All Star Comics. It was one of his top picks for 2025.
That's right, it was too. Yeah.
So
to be honest, if I'd have done my top 5, that might have been one of mine as well.
Really?
We both enjoyed that. Producer Kim and I both really enjoyed Bug Wars and really hope we get more. It's a great looking book and great story. Yeah, another book that I was really intrigued by is Tiger Mode by Marcy Everson.
Yes.
On socials known as at Western Devil Media.
Yep.
They've created a really fun, dynamic book with lots of sort of fun, witty dialogue.
Yep.
And quite action packed as well.
Yep.
And really grounded in the real world.
Yeah.
Sort of suburban type feel about it.
Yeah.
And I'm really intrigued to read more of that because it looks really dynamic and exciting. There was that Tiger Mode.
Yeah. The artwork in this is really good. I actually liked, and when you say dynamic, I think you're
Yeah.
right in that. Again, different shade. It wasn't black and white. It was kind of a blue tone, like a dark bluish
Yes.
tone to this book.
Yeah, but it gives it a again not a sort of a modernist noir type feel.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I find it really attractive.
Yeah.
And as I say, I really love the urban look. It's something that I was going for in my comic book when I did it.
Yep.
And I think that Marcy's really nailed it in this.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to read more.
Yeah.
Um,
With one thing that this book reminded me of was actually Scott Pilgrim.
oh yeah.
You know, similar type artwork.
Yes.
And again, I don't know, you know, this artist or writer, but I got that impression that was kind of, you know, influenced by.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
Completely.
if it wasn't, it's definitely it definitely felt like an extension.
Yeah.
And yeah, I really sort of, it struck a chord with me in that particular way.
Yeah, no, we should definitely check out Marcy on Instagram because the stuff that they've got on their page in terms of sketches and samples of their artwork is really fun, really vibrant and colourful, and it does really makes me want to read more of their stuff.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What do we got next?
What do we got next? We got Luminous Ages by Antonius Christou.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful looking book.
He's a really prolific artist. I think that this is really a good looking book.
Yeah.
It's a visual feast for the eyes, that's for sure.
Totally. It's cinematic.
Yeah.
No, it's some real sword and sorcery sort of Conan style.
Yeah. Influence.
It's beautiful. Like
Yeah.
it's really beautifully done. But so Luminous Ages, a beautiful book. If you like that painterly sort of style, highly sort of detailed color wise.
Absolutely.
I couldn't recommend it more highly. It's beautiful to look at.
And again, all everybody's books and their details of where you can find their books and where you can find them on socials will be on our show notes as well as on our social page.
Yep. And if they're not, hit us up and we'll point you in the right direction.
Yep. Pulp Culture Pod.
Yep. Completely.
Okay. Ending the Aussie series.
Yes.
Aussie Special.
We're talking about The Unknown Road by Benji Bajorek, one of our frequent listeners.
Yes.
Shout out to Benji.
Shout out to Benji.
Yeah, I bumped into him when I was at All Star Comics yesterday.
Is that the one in Melbourne?
It is the one in Melbourne.
Okay, good to know.
And I saw his book beautifully displayed on the shelf there as well. So if anyone wants to go and have a look, it's a gorgeous looking book.
In all its glory.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What a great book! This is definitely a love letter. Of his. I know that a lot of time and passion have gone into making this book.
It's amazing.
But you can see that.
Oh yeah,
you really can see this. This is another epic book.
Yeah.
Definitely. After reading this, I was really hoping that we're going to see more of this world.
Yes.
I don't know. That hasn't been sort of mentioned at all from Benji. But yeah, great book.
Well, the artwork's spectacular. The book design is beautiful. It's something that Benji's clearly really talented at.
Yep.
But the dialogue and the writing in this one is really top notch as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, there's some really rich pages of dialogue in this that I was just eating up. I'm a big fan of The Unknown Road.
I discovered Benji when he did his Kickstarter for Dead Sheet.
Okay. Yep.
And it was a bit like Office Space meets The Matrix.
Yep.
And I really, really, really dug that.
Yeah.
And so when he submitted for the Aussie Special, I was really, really excited to read this book.
Yeah.
For those that you don't know, it's a knight's quest across this, vast, fantastical land.
Yeah.
And in search of, treasure and redemption.
Yeah. It's along the lines of Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And it really captures the tone beautifully.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, if you know the manga, Berserk, then you would probably feel that this is in that same line.
I confess I haven't read any Berserk, but I know of the book.
Yeah,
it's just one I haven't got to yet.
It's I'm going to butcher the name. It's Kentaro Miura.
I think you did all right.
Okay, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I'll get a pat on the back for that one. No worries.
I didn't say that, but keep going.
But yeah, if you've read any Berserk or seen any of the artwork from Kentaro, I don't know if Benji's influenced by him at all. I do know that he reads manga, but if it is, you can definitely feel that vibe of work, that breadth of work from him.
Yep.
Highly recommend this book. If you're into Lord of the Rings or any of those sort of epic sort of, cross sparse lands, then this is definitely a book for you. You know what's really interesting? I was thinking about all these books, and we've got a lot of fantasy books in the mix for the Aussie
we do.
Special, which is really nice to see. It's something that's a little bit left to centre and different from, and I think that with the Aussie scene, what we do is we get these sort of stages of different genres.
Yep.
We've had hero books, we've had dystopian books. We're seeing a lot of fantasy at the moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, that's a big influence of what's happening in the world at the moment. We all want to escape and be in a different world and a fantasy. And I actually do like that we've gone into a new stage of the Aussie scene with this fantasy.
It's demonstrative of the maturation of the Aussie scene.
Yeah.
That we are being bold enough to push ourselves into genres that perhaps previously been dominated by overseas creators.
Yes. Yep.
And doing it in such a quality way as well. Between Luminous Ages and The Unknown Road by Benji. I think they've really nailed the tone of what you want from a story like that.
Yeah.
I confess, The Unknown Road's another one that I have not read the whole lot that was submitted to us.
You want it in physical, though.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, I have been getting into reading digital stuff over the last few years, particularly stuff that I can't find or stuff that's prohibitive by cost.
Yep.
But when it comes down to it, I'm a physical media guy.
Yep.
I'm really excited to get a copy of Unknown Road in my own hands and have a read, because more than anything, again, like I was saying before, it's just a beautiful object. So, I'm really looking forward to having a read.
Absolutely. You wanted to mention one more.
I did, yeah. When I was at All Star yesterday, it was a reasonably busy day for creators. I bumped into another gentleman by the name of Paul Borches. Apologies again if I'm butchering his name.
I think he did it better than I would.
Possibly.
Yeah.
But Paul, I bumped into. Paul's a Melbourne-based artist, originally from the Netherlands. He's a musician as well. And he's spent some time in the US, I think he was telling me. And he's got a book called Ginger Origins. Yep. Which is about a cat. Yep. I confess I haven't read any yet. As I said, I only met Paul yesterday. But he was really eager to hear about the Aussie Special, and I just wanted to give a shout out to him and sort of put it on our agenda that we'll talk about Paul's stuff in a future episode, because the artwork looks fantastic. His music sounds good too. So, I just wanted to give a shout out to Paul and say thanks for saying g'day yesterday, because it was really nice to meet him. Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Well, that's our Aussie Special. Bumper, and talent, talent galore. We hope that, if you've been listening and you're thinking about writing a book or illustrating a book or, making a short film or a movie or, anything like that. We hope that this has inspired you to do so. With technology now that's readily accessible and relatively cheap too, we hope that you use that creativity and share it with the world. Just like these creators have with us and with you on this episode.
Yeah, and I think it's really important that we champion this sort of creativity as well, because in a world where AI is becoming endemic and accessible, the sort of creation that's done by these sorts of artists and writers is is priceless because it's real. It's human. It connects to us on a level that is, I think, difficult to describe even. And it's something that we really want to encourage. I've got to say, I'm really looking forward to getting out into the community, the Australian artist community. I'm looking forward to going to the Artist Alley in a week or so.
Yeah, about a week now.
I'm also looking forward to connecting with some other people that have been really supportive of us on the podcast and communicating with us quite a bit, and that's Gateway Comics and Manga.
Yes.
Tom and B have been communicating with us quite a bit, and they're also producing some great content on their Instagram.
They really are.
About local comics, some of which we've talked about tonight, and also a whole lot of other stuff. So I'd encourage you to check their stuff out. I'm hoping to get along and actually meet them in person. I think they've got an engagement at the Camberwell Sunday Market on February the 15th. And I've got an intention to get along there just to say good day and thank them for the work that they're doing for the local community too, because they're clearly very passionate.
If you know of a comic, anything that's of local talent, whether it be a short film, movie, TV series, short form, something or other, comic, zine, then let us know. Hit us up on socials, Pulp Culture Pod. We'd love to know about it, and we'd love to put it on the shout or have it as a feature as part of our books in the aisle.
We mean it when we say that this is just the beginning of the conversation. We don't want it to end here, and as long as we're still engaging in this platform, that's what we'll keep doing. We'll keep talking about it.
I think that I don't think I'd be able to read that many books in in a short span of time.
No.
But I definitely want to encourage being able to read these books. Right. And so that's what's important here, and that's the purpose of this Aussie Special.
Get out there, get involved, and create yourself, because it really is fun, and we want to see what it is that you've got to offer. That only you can offer what you've got within you. So give it a crack.
100%. Well, that's it for the show. Thanks for your company. We've had a great time doing this for you, and we really look forward to chatting to you next week. We're going to get back to our usual ridiculous programming as always.
Plenty of other stuff to talk about.
Well, there's a lot that we actually put on pause for this one, so it'll probably be another bumper.
I've seen some great movies this
episode
week.
I know you have. So there's lots for us to talk about. It might be a movie session next week.
That's all right.
But look, we look forward to chatting with you next week. But stay tuned when you'll hear MJ say
1.21 gigawatts.
Hey, thanks everyone. Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Stay fresh.
She's taking wickets, hooks, he's clearing pickets, and the chapel's eyes have got that killer gleam. Come on, Aussie, come on.